So this property obviously hasn't been decorated for quite a few years. This is the front lounge. You can see there the old gas fire, and curtains are still in place, old central heating, radiators. So what we're going to be doing here is, this is quite a traditional three bedroom property, but a terrace property, where you would have the front room leading into a doorway into a second room. It's quite popular, of course, for open plan these days. So what we'll be doing is knocking this wall down, and we'll be putting a beam across to support the ceilings and walls above. This is an original lath and plaster ceiling. You can see the sort of creases in the ceiling there. One giveaway is that you would have had polystyrene tiles on the ceiling. And that was something that was quite popular in the 50s and 60s. But if you just look there, that is what we call lath and plaster ceilings. So timber laths plastered. Now obviously we use plasterboards these days. So when we drop these ceilings, we will put new ceilings up in plasterboard. And of course, as I mentioned, there will be a beam here. So all this, from this point, will be a small porchway opening out into a large lounge. Now this stairs is slightly steep. It's a bit steep compared to a new stair. So we're going to be replacing the stair, but this wall here will be coming out anyway. So we'll put a new stairway in, new hand railing. So from this point, we just come into this room. So from this position, you'll see the stairs going up, and it'll be open with a handrail. This is a timber window. This is going to be going, and as you can see through the window there is an outhouse lean-to which we're going to be demolishing. This is the kitchen, and we're going to be putting a new modern kitchen in here. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the way you want to look at it, we have a second window here, but ideally we want to reposition the sink here, and we want to come around and put an oven in the middle of this run. But unfortunately the window's smack in the middle, so we're going to have to live with that in our kitchen layout. There's an existing timber door that will be going as well. And this ceiling, in actual fact, is not too bad. You see, this part of the building is an extension that's probably 20-25 years old, and that ceiling will probably remain. We will change the light fitting though. You can see here, this is the original understairs cubby hole. And traditionally in this part of the country, and it's still here, there is a stone slab. Now this stone slab here is where you would have put the products such as your milk and anything you wanted to keep cold, because of course when these houses were built there was no central heating, so this area here would have been a cold area. Now you can see there are some drill holes along that wall, which suggests that in the past this wall has had a damp proof course injected, but you can see the plaster is pretty loose here. And it's the original plaster that would have been done years ago when the wall was built. So that's all going to be coming off, and of course when the stairs comes out. And there's the understairs cupboard as well. So let's have a look upstairs. You'll notice as well, if I can try and show you, that this wall on the left is a bit bowed. It sometimes happens in stone walls, but we will end up rectifying that. So let's have a look upstairs. As I say, this is 12:30 on day 2. So there's one guy in here stripping out, very proactive. He's already stripped the bathroom out. The old steel bath. These are a bit of a thing because they're solid. And in order to get that out, they'll have to smash it and take it downstairs. Now, as you can see, there was a bath in this corner where the tiling was. There was a toilet and a basin. Now, as you can see, similar to downstairs, there are 2 windows, but this room is significantly large. Now, the plan is that this room is going to be a bedroom. Now, by making this room a bedroom, we have to obviously replace the bathroom into another space. So this one here is your other second bedroom. And you can see again the old lath and plaster ceiling. If you can quite see on this ceiling, it's dipped quite a lot. And again, here's a close-up of what the old partitioning used to be made of. So it's plaster onto laths with a timber frame. Now these walls are not very solid. You can see if I hit this, it shakes quite a lot. And that's because of these studs. Now if I just give this a shake, you probably will see, if I try not to shake the camera, that it does wobble a bit. This partition will come down because it's not really sufficient for our use. And there's a traditional old metal fireplace which would have been buried into the wall. Okay, so this is the other bedroom, again with a fireplace. Now as of yesterday, and I'm very pleased with these boys, there was a partition where you can see that line on the floor there. And this was the third bedroom, the third small bedroom. So what we've decided to do is we're going to make that room there smaller. We're going to build a new partition around about there where I've placed that white batten. And we're going to make that room there the bathroom. So we're going to come through the door on the right. On the right here, we're going to have a basin, we're going to have a toilet, and then we're going to have a bath on the left-hand side. Clearly, we're going to need to change that glass to frosted glass. But basically, because we've got the facility of drains on the outside of the wall, on the right-hand side outside here, we're going to reposition the bathroom here. So that then means that whereas we had a smaller bedroom there, up to that sort of line on the floor, we've now made it another 3/4, 500 mil larger. So we've now created another double bedroom there. The doorway will be positioned here instead of over there where it was. So we'll have a nice square bedroom. Bathroom here. Onto the landing, all this will be changed. We then have the original double bedroom. And we're going to have another double bedroom here. This cupboard on the right will go. So to add value to this project, we're going to reposition the bathroom, creating 3 double bedrooms, whereas before we had 1 double, a second bedroom, which wasn't really a full double, but it's certainly going to be now. Reposition the bathroom here. So just to give you a little bit more of insight, that's what the underside of a roof looks like. You've got the timber rafters and the timber ceiling joists with the insulation. And you'll see that it's got felt, and that would suggest that within modern times, within the last 20 or 30 years, the roof tiles have been replaced. Because originally, on a house like this, you would have had slates, and slates wouldn't have had felt underneath it. So there's justification, really, that we do not need to change the roof on this property. You might be able to see there's some sort of paper up there, wool, it says 15. Well, under recent times, a lot of properties have had renovations, or rather improvements with insulation. So clearly this loft has been insulated under some scheme. So there we are. I hope you found that interesting, and I'll give you an update with another video in a little while when we've got some more progress. Thanks very much.